Number 9, Ethan Sigmund. Number 13, Shane Barnes. Number 14, Greg Thompson. Number 22, Tommy Cruz. Number 41, Matt White. Number 79, Kyle Kramer. Number 97, Jack Cole. Goaltender number 32, J.P. Susko. And starting in goal number 33, Troy Redmond. Coach of the Labeda Snipers, Tim McMahon. That's the playing lineup for the Labeda Snipers.
Yeah, I'm on board switch. Stay right over there. Stay right on, don't tell me you're reading that stuff.
And now the playing lineup for this evening's visiting team, RPD.
We are the future of today. 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 Get up and raise the blood.
Number 7, Tyler Spezia. Number 9, Alex Kyle. Number 16, Brandon Hopkins. Number 22, J.P. Larmadue. Number 47, Paul O'Connor. Number 55, Cody Page. Number 71, Cody Kittler. Number 73, Ryan Perry. Number 74, Corey Kepler. Goaltender number 30, James Mello. And starting in goal number 35, Jerry Kuhn. And coach of RPD, Joe Cook. Our teams will have their 5-minute warm-up, then we'll begin this evening's Pro Championship game. It's the Labeda Snipers versus RPD.
And welcome into the 2016 broadcast here of the Pro Championship Final. It is RPD taking on the Snipers. This is going to be a good one. Let's give you the playing lineup for the Snipers. Number 79, Kyle Kramer. Number 9, Nathan Sigmund. Number 97, Jack Combs. Number 41, Matt White. 13 is Shane Fox, the captain of the Snipers. Number 14, Greg Thompson. Number 22, Tom Bruce. Number 4, PJ Kavaya. The goaltenders for the Snipers, JP Susko, and the starter, Troy Redmond. For RPD, Cody Kettler, his brother Corey Kettler. Number 22, JP Larmayu. 16, Brandon Hawkins. Number 7, Tyler Spezia. 22, Paul O'Connor. 55, Cody Page. Number 9, Alex Kyle. Ryan Perry is 73. And the goaltenders, James Mello, and number 35, Jerry Kuhn, your starter for RPD. Your coach is Joe Cook for RPD, Tim McManus for the Snipers. Teams out there warming up right now, and they're going to take about 5 minutes or so, let the lights come back on here at the Germain Arena. So how did these two teams get here, you ask? Well, let me tell you. Earlier today in quarterfinal and semifinal action, the Snipers had just a little bit easier of a go in that semifinal. For the RPD, let's talk about what they did to get here today. RPD finished the round robin and then were forced to play the Palma Cyclones. In quarterfinal action, they held on for a 3-2 win. Then they faced the defending champion, Labeda Black Ice, the two-time defending champion, going for an unprecedented three-peat. Well, they won't have a chance because RPD took them down 3-1 here earlier today. For the Snipers, let's talk about the road that they took to get here. They are undefeated so far in the 2016 tournament. It started off with a tight one against the Iska Grizzlies, only winning 4-3, but then a dominating effort over this RPD team. They've played once already in the tournament. They beat them 3-0. Then an easy time with the Bad Apples, defeating them 8-2. Their final round robin game was against the OC Bears, whom they defeated 2-0. Then it came to playoffs, and they had to go right back out and face the OC Bears once again. The Bears kept it close, but then the Snipers broke it open, winning that one by a final of 8-3. And then earlier today, in our other semifinal game, taking on the Verbero Cypress, it was the Snipers dominating on both ends of the floor, taking down the Cypress, shutting them out by a final score of 6-0. So can the Snipers stay perfect here in the 2016 NARCh Pro bracket? If they do so, they'll take home their share of $20,000. We've crowned champions in a few divisions here today. We've got more championship game action coming up. Your officials for the hockey game, Brett Martin and Harry Graves. The linesman, longtime NARCh official, he's been to each and every one of them, Victor Zuniga. One thing to keep an eye on is the play of both goaltenders. Jerry Kuhn, number 35, can be streaky. When he's hot, there's no one on the planet better out on the roller hockey floor. Same thing can be said about goaltender Troy Redmond for the Snipers. He was a new addition to this team a couple years ago, and in his first season helped the Snipers win the NARCh Pro Championship. He's back looking for more. The backups, Susko and Mello, will only see time on the floor in case of injury, I'd imagine. Captain Greg Thompson has been here before. He's seen international play as well as other NARCh Pro Championships. He will lead the troops. Let's see what strategy Coach Tim McManus devises. We all know how the Snipers like to play puck possession, and if they get out to that early lead, expect them to take the puck back into their end and to try to waste as much clock as possible. For RBD, it's integral and imperative that they get out to an early start here in this hockey game. The last thing you want to do against any team, but namely the Labeda Snipers, is to go behind. If they can start to free up some of the guys that have been snake bit just a little bit, talking about Brandon Hawkins and Perry, if those guys can get on the board, RPD can play with just about anyone. Spezia was a difference maker in their last game against Black Ice. His speed and penalty killing really came to the forefront. Keep an eye on the back line for Cody Kettler, number 71, an older statesman here on this RPD team. He's been there from the start with head coach Joe Cook. Meanwhile, Shane Fox and Greg Thompson man things along with PJ Cavalla, number 4. All three of those gentlemen can put the puck in the net as well. Same thing back there for Kettler. So just a couple minutes left here in our warm-ups, and these two teams will be set to go. Couple of new additions. So the final few seconds tick away here in our warm-ups here for the 2016 NARCh Pro Final. Jeremy Ellis joined by Alex Morrison up here in the broadcast booth, live streaming all the action here on the NARCh Pro division, as well as everything else that takes place here on the arena rink. It's been a lot of fun bringing the action back to you here on the live stream. So RPD and the Snipers, Alex, I could venture a guess that a lot of people expected the Snipers to be here, especially with that lineup. A little question, though, about RPD. They're missing some players from years past, but they've added and retooled. They came in about middle of the pack seating-wise. They had a tough go to get here, but they ended up making it by defeating the two-time defending champs.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jeremy, here. Looking at that roster for the Snipers, they were favored to go deep into the playoffs, and deep they have gone all the way to the final. For RPD, the addition of the couple of Michigan boys really did help them out with that scoring prowess of Tyler Spezia and Brandon Hawkins, that big clapper that he sets up usually from the top of the circle. They've also done a great job closing teams down defensively. RPD has held teams to under 3 goals in 3 of their games in that preliminary round. As far as the Pro Division in general, it has been one heck of a ride. It's been a competitive division. Some surprising teams this year, the OC Bears making the playoffs. The Roadrunners and goaltending by Keith Johnson was stellar. They did give up quite a few goals in that loss to Black Ice. Unfortunately, Black Ice seem to have their number. Those teams very familiar with each other, both from the New York area.
So it looks like the officials are checking both nets down there. It may have been a little bit of a hole. Actually, I can remember that was during one of the championship games. One of the Columbia players, actually in the Pee Wee Club division, basically took a shot and stuck the puck right into the net. So he may have ripped the netting just a bit. Good catch there by official Brett Martin. As mentioned, Brett Martin, Harry Graves, and Victor Zuniga are three-pack of officials out there on the floor for this one.
Jeremy, in a busy day like this, we've had 4 championship games already. We will have 7 by the end of the day. We have kids climbing on the nets. We have pictures. We have families on the floor. It makes for one heck of an environment, but it also does some damage to the nets. So
it looks like the officials will take their places on the floor. There has been instructions being given by the linesman Victor Zuniga as he steps into the faceoff. It will be Combs taking the draw against Spezia. Puck won by Combs, and we're underway here at the 2016 NARCh Pro Final. Thanks for joining us here from the Germain Arena. We play 2 15-minute halves. The Snipers in their familiar black and yellow uniforms, and Shane Fox resting behind Redmond wearing number 13. RPD in the dark uniforms, orange and green trim. Matt White, one of those new additions coming up across the red line for the Snipers.
It'll be interesting to see what type of game the Snipers play here to start. They like to control the puck, but at the same time, they did score 6 goals in their semifinal.
Here comes Spezia racing up the floor. There's a shot that deflects and goes into the corner off the leg pad of the goaltender Redmond. Perry with the puck circling behind the cage. He's bothered there by Shane Fox, who's all over him. And Kettler back to get the puck now for RPD. Sends Perry up the near side boards. Combs watches him and releases into the defensive teeth of Greg Thompson. Perry's shot whistles over the net into the corner. Combs up on the rebound, and he'll reset up to Thompson. Thompson across the red line, got a 2-on-1 with White. Thompson circling into the backhand shooting, and Kuhn touches the puck for the first time there.
Yeah, Thompson goes from making a good defensive play, sending a shot wide by RPD, to jumping up in the rush, 2-on-1, and he had a good scoring opportunity himself.
It's pretty unique in the roller hockey world how well these teams play together. They come from all different parts of the country, only play together a couple times during the calendar year, but PJ Kavaya, West Coast guy, Greg Thompson, an East Coast guy, and their two styles of play blend seamlessly out on the floor. Here comes another West Coaster. This is Nathan Sigmund. Leaves it off for Thompson. We've played just about 2 minutes in this hockey game. Still no score. Best chance of the hockey game so far by the Snipers. Up off the bench and back out onto the floor is Fox with it, and he sends it back behind his net to Kavaya.
To your point earlier, Jeremy, the coaches out here, Tim McManus and Joe Cook, somewhat humble most of the time, but with regard to that, they will take a lot of credit in getting these guys together and on the same page.
And they hail from different parts of the country as well. Joe Cook making his home out in California, and Tim obviously a New Yorker. Here comes Sigmund, tried to feed it out in front, was looking there for Kramer, who's on the floor for the first time. Sigmund stops it on the boards to elude a check. Walks in at the top of the circle, shoots, scores! Nathan Sigmund, the first goal of the hockey game, to the top shelf over the blocker of Kuhn, and Sigmund gets the Snipers on the board here first at 12:18 of period number 1.
Well, Sigmund did a great job dipping his shoulder, moving Kuhn to his left, and then shooting back over the blocker of Kuhn. He had quite a bit of net to shoot out there, surprisingly, and Siggy puts him on the board.
Nice job on the boards there by Sigmund to stop the puck and reverse his path back towards the goal as well. So that is the worst case scenario for RPD to allow that first goal. And here come the Snipers looking for more. Combs walking right in, and Kuhn still in action and just shaking off that last one. Makes a nice save there by Combs, as him and White have been absolutely lethal during this 2016 NARCh Finals.
Yeah, RPD is already feeling the pressure of this talented Sniper squad. They're going to need to put some offense together. This may be a high-scoring game.
Lamerue takes the bank pass from Cody Page, working up the floor. His outlet pass to Corey Kettler goes past him. Redmond out of the net, sauces it nicely up the boards. It's taken there by White. It's always nice to have a goaltender who is adept at playing the puck. Fox battling behind his own net, chips it into the corner to Tommy Bruce. Here comes number 22 up in front of the players' benches. He's watched there by Spezia, and Spezia is able to corkscrew it away from him, and it's taken back by Page, who hands off to Larmieux behind Kuhn. Stretching the floor now is Spezia. Corey Kettler working up the near side. The right-hander down the left side takes a shot. Smacked away by Redmond, who fought it off. Puck comes behind the net. Bruce couldn't locate it. Instead, Spezia takes back possession for RPD.
Well, in front of the net, Spezia and Tommy Bruce got into it. Tommy gave him a shoulder right to the chest. Spezia wanted nothing to do with that. Turns around, but then cross-checks Bruce right in the shoulder. We'll see if that battle continues throughout this game.
Yeah, both teams do like to stretch the floor, so you will see those little individual pushing and shoving matches at the far end of the rink. Again, in the roller hockey game, there is no offside, so you can have players quite a bit of feet apart out on the floor. And there's Kyle with the puck, and he resets it back. Perry back the other direction. It would be nice for RPD. Perry out there for his offense. I'd like to see him get some shots. Same thing with Hawkins. Have not seen Hawkins on the floor yet for RPD. We've played nearly 5 minutes in this hockey game. Cody Kettler is out there, makes a nice move on Kramer. Goes to the backhand again. He was trapped by Sigmund. Whipped it across to Perry. Perry lost it. Thompson on it first. He'll send Sigmund back the other direction. Kramer crosses behind him, takes the puck from Sigmund. Kramer in the top of the circle. Oh, that's a lethal spot for him, and a nice save by Kuhn. Good job weaving through the neutral zone by Sigmund and Kramer, opening up for that shot. 9:45 left to go. Snipers on top of RPD 1-0. Long outlet pass by Kavaya. This is Sigmund. Let's see. He's working one-on-one on Kettler. Does he like his chances? Try to bank one off Kuhn almost to himself. Kuhn steers it far enough away so that RPD regains possession.
That play by Sigmund is actually one that Tim McManus of the Snipers will probably talk to him about, saying they'd rather keep possession of the puck than take a shot that doesn't have a good chance of going in. In effect, that shot is a turnover.
Allows RPD to make changes as two new forwards out onto the floor. Here's Perry. He's working 1-on-3. Perry takes a shot that goes to the corner, but he's the first one to it, and he's able to chip it back down into his own end. Alex Kyle with it. Kyle, number 9. Laces him up for the University of Michigan in NCAA ice hockey. Kyle steps it, shot. That goes just wide of the net. They locate it in the corner. Thompson can't handle the return pass from Kavaya. Let's see who gets to it first in the neutral zone. It rolls to the middle of the floor. Here comes Kyle. Kyle working down the left side. Takes a shot. Redmond takes it off the shoulder and swipes it away. We've got a play back the other direction. Here comes Combs. Back into the corner. 3-on-2 this side. Feeding it out front, and White had to take it off the skate and couldn't get a stick on it.
Cody Page made one heck of a risky play there, diving for that pass. He missed it, created a 2-on-1 for the Snipers going the other way.
This is Spezia with it, trying to get ahead of steam. Here he is across the red line, working down the left side, feeding it in front. It deflects and almost past Redmond. He was looking for Larmieux on the back door. Larmieux and Fox battling away at it. Up with it now is Matt White. White played professionally in the American Hockey League for the Milwaukee Admirals last season. And had a nice showing there. After I talked to him earlier, he said he's going back to Milwaukee, so good luck to him on his ice hockey season. Bruce takes it behind Redmond and resets. Just about halfway through this first period here, Snipers with a 1-0 lead on the goal by Sigmund. Long outlet pass trying to find Sigmund, and Kettler takes it. Kettler hands it off behind the net. Here comes Spezia the other direction. Spezia waits as Hawkins changes. Corey Kettler over the boards back onto the floor. His brother Cody heads towards the bench, but he'll stay on. O'Connor comes on, and Cody Page goes off. Here comes Spezia now. Spezia rifles a shot, never got through. He's on the rebound first and swats it all the way back down to his end. Not a lot of whistles here in this first half of play. Both teams getting good hard shots that the goalie's unable to cover, and the long rebounds have been tracked down by the players. Perry makes a move up top on Kramer, steps into the slot, shoots, and Redmond was down low to get an angle view on it and got the leg pad out to make the save. Fox takes the puck behind his own net, up ahead to Tommy Bruce inside the circles. Resets to Fox, he turns and spins it behind his own net. 1-0 Snipers, 6:20 left to go here in the first. Tommy Bruce looking for something up off the bench as Combs, and Combs sneaks his way down behind Kuhn. Here comes Fox over the red line. He's out there with White, Combs, and Bruce. Leaves it off for White now. Here comes the lefty, working down the right side, fending off a defender. O'Connor is all over him, trying to wrench it away. He can't, and Kadvaya takes it back in his own end. So Bruce and Perry talking to one another, and Thompson hops over the boards right in Perry's face. Kadvaya up with the puck now in front of the RPD bench. He waits and looks. He's got White streaking down the near side. White's got the puck. He tries to find Combs. Combs right there. Kuhn, big save. They fight for the rebound. It's loose. It finally ends up under Combs, and there is the whistle. And a nice play there by White, threading the needle to Combs.
Well, that whole scoring opportunity was created by White. He turned on the Jets. RPD completely out of position, left it. Cody Kettler ended up having to come out, try and cover White, who was coming in, and a beautiful pass finding Combs on the other side.
So we talk about Combs operating in tight spaces. He's a big body, but he's very strong, quick hands. He can take that puck from forehand to backhand very quickly. And right there you saw how he can corral that pass, because there was a sauce pass from White to get it over the stick of the defender. Those are always hard to handle, but Combs settled it down immediately and was able to put it in on a good scoring opportunity. Nice face-off win there by Hawkins, and it's controlled by RPD. Larmieux sends Kyle the other direction, gives it off to Hawkins. Can he get that wrist shot off? He does, but it goes off a stick of Thompson. Thompson just has that uncanny ability to position himself to block those shots, either on his stick or a shin pad, whatever the case may be, but he's a goaltender's best friend back there as a defenseman. Matt White takes the puck behind his own net. Both teams operating with a shorter bench. The Snipers only 8 players out there. Cody Page all over Matt White, and finally the free arm was enough to draw the call. Good call there by the official, as Page was trying to reach around Matt White to get possession of the puck, and instead he'll go to the box. Our first penalty of the hockey game comes against RPD's Cody Page.
Well, Page was upset because White initially gave him a little bit of a grab when they were crossing the red line. Page grabbed him back, but then continued to ride him all the way down the rink. The referee tried to let him play, but he made it too obvious and forced the referee's hand and made him call a penalty there.
So the minute-and-a-half minor goes up on the boards. 4:52 left to go here in the first period. We're here at the Germain Arena. A good crowd on hand to watch this 2016 NARCh Pro Final. Larmieux tried to clear it, but White got a piece of it and keeps it down low. Up top to Fox. Fox, Kramer, Combs, and White, the foursome out there. Meanwhile, it is Spezia, Larmieux, and Cody Kettler. Both teams formidable special team lineups. There's White, tried to feed it in front to Combs, who had opened up. They let him roam free just a bit. There's a one-time shot by Kramer that whistles wide of the net. Matt White gives it back to Fox, who was near the red line, now steers a shot in. And Cody Kettler with it. Cody Kettler, nice move there on White to spring free. Let's see what he does here. He's working 1-on-2. Cody sends a long shot in. Nice job there by Cody. He sends it in on Redmond and then skates through, slams on the brakes to force Redmond to hold on to get the whistle down deep in the sniper zone.
The other part of that with Cody is with that faceoff down deep, even if RPD loses the puck, they will have a chance to get back into position, and all they've done is kill off 10 seconds. One heck of a job there by Kettler.
It's the little things that you see out of players like Cody Kettler. It's not the goals and assists all the time, playing defense there. It's the smart, heady plays that make coaches fall in love with a player like Cody Kettler. Here is Shane Fox back the other direction. Same lineup still out there after the whistle. 28 seconds left here in the power play. They work it down low to Kramer. Tried to feed it through to Combs. They seem to be forcing it down to Big 97 just a bit. Here's White now with it. Down low to Combs. Combs twist, turn. Pass got through, but Kramer couldn't get a stick on it. Here's Spezia. Spezia had his pass swatted away by Kramer. Kramer heads to the bench, and Sigmund up over the boards into the play. 3 seconds left. There's a shot by Fox. It goes wide. They got a man, Page, out there if they can get it to him, and instead it goes off the stick of White up into the stands. Page had left the penalty box and would have been home free if they could have got the puck to him, but it deflects up in to the viewing area.
Well, White's saying that the puck did not deflect off of him and that the faceoff should be down low. Officials are conferring, and they are sticking with the fact that they say that Matt White did deflect it, so the faceoff's out at center.
3:18 left to go here in the first period. Snipers still on top in this hockey game off a goal by Sigmund early on. They lead it by a score of 1-0. There's a face-off win by RPD, but Kramer breaks free from his wing spot and had the puck first, but RPD converges on him with 3 defenders, and now Perry with it.
Well, Kramer has great memories playing in this rink. He scored the overtime game winner for the Snipers to win that pro championship back here 4 years ago. He'd love to win another one here.
I believe that was against RPD. There's a big glove save there by Redmond. Actually, maybe not. It might not have been against RPD. I'll have to think back on that one just a bit. See if we can get one of our intern statisticians to look this up for you. 2:50 left to go here in the first period. Snipers on top of RPD, 1-0. Come back the other direction. With it, loose puck scoots over to Kettler. Kettler has it in his own end. Nice behind the back pass to Hawkins. Here comes number 16. Fakes a slap shot, rips one towards the net. Rebounds right there. It's under Redmond. It was loose momentarily. Trying to locate it was O'Connor, and he can't come up with the loose puck.
Redmond fortunate there. He did start to get out of position just a bit, was falling to his side, and was lucky enough to fall on that puck.
Thinking back, I actually don't think it was RPD in the final there. I remember sitting up in one of the suites with Joe Cook and company watching that game. There's a long shot by Matt White. That was gloved there by Kuhn. Actually, Alex, I won the Derby in that one as I had Kyle Kramer getting the overtime goal. So I had a little extra money for Mr. Pita that evening. 2:05 left to go here in the first half. Snipers on top of RPD, 1-0. Here comes White back the other direction, surveying the scene. He's out there with Fox and Combs, as well as Tommy Bruce. White watched by Cody Kettler. Here they come back the other direction. Walking right in, shot, and that one deflects wide of the net. Goes into the corner. Combs was tied up. Here they are the other way now. Fox steps up. Fox had it twisted away, and Matt White will swipe it all the way back down.
Well, Jeremy, talking about that pro final, you do have a good memory in that the Snipers played RPD. That wasn't the one that was here. That was back in Mississauga, Ontario in 2013, where the Snipers did best RPD.
That is right. That is when they got the repeat. Our first year of streaming. That's why I remember all those block shots that Mr. Thompson had. If you can remember our location up at the end of the rink. Remember Sniper player Majewski and company, some of those other names that were on there on the Snipers as you and I brought you that one on the NARCh live stream back in 2012.
We did with our
2013, excuse me.
2013 with our sideline reporter, Gail Gabrielle.
Yes, yes. There's one that's picked out of the air. Looks like it was done legally, and there's Spezia. Here comes Sigmund back the other direction. He's got the low goal, makes a nice move on Larmieux. Sigmund trying to jam it home, and Kuhn got down on it and got a piece. Sigmund really flying out there, the San Diego native, making people like Pat Martinez proud back in the Escondido area.
Yeah, I also was in San Diego for quite a number of years. And
Yes,
guess
you
what?
were.
Still am. And Siggy and his dad, John, great guy, still play hockey over at the Escondido rink.
My co-host here, Alex, a restaurant purveyor back in the San Diego area. If you ever get out that way to Escondido, stop by Kraft Burger. I'm sure Alex would welcome you with open arms. Here we are the other direction now. This is Spezia. Spezia cruising through into the circle. Fox knocked it off. Only 5 seconds remaining on this one. And Combs will take it and wisely retreat back into his own end. And that will do it for an exciting first half of action. We'll go to the half with our score. Snipers 1, RPD 0. Well, the remaining seconds will tick away here in our halftime. Both coaches with some instructions for their charges. Snipers on top of RPD 1-0. So we were trying to look back, and Alex had brought up that 2012 NARCh Pro Tournament. It was actually out in San Jose, taken by the Revision Vanquish NHLer Brandon Peary with the winning goal in overtime against Next Gen. So the Snipers won it here in 2011. Cal Kramer will probably say it was just like yesterday that he got that goal. Here comes Matt White into the circles, trying to work wide. O'Connor pushes him to the outside. Nice defense there by number 47. They ring it all the way back down into their own end with Tommy Bruce. Bruce slams on the brakes, hands it off to White. Here comes White, paying dividends for the Snipers in this tournament, trying to go wide again. Seems like a replay of the last time he had the puck, and the centering pass looking for Combs, and Cody Kettler intercepts and pitches it back to Kuhn for a whistle.
Well, the Snipers don't seem to be content with this 1-0 lead. They want to put the pressure on Kuhn, keep the puck in the attacking zone. They always say a best defense is a good offense, and that's what they're trying here.
That's what Homer Simpson always said. So a little over 14 minutes. Now 14 minutes exactly remain here in our second half. Larmer with the puck. Up ahead to Corey Kettler. Kettler spins away, faked off a pass to Cody Page. Kettler working to the middle, trying to go in on Sigmund. Sigmund right there, step for step with him.
But it's two different teams. They're going to have to figure something out. That doesn't matter. It's the championship game. Yeah, we're going to start on time so that everyone can watch the
Come back the other direction now with Corey Kettler. Kettler slams on the brakes at the hash marks. They battle for it in the corner. Larmer can't come up with it. Swing it back down now to Kavaya. All the way back down into the end, and that's where Cody Page will take it. The Snipers making personnel changes. RPD not able to take advantage of it. Nice move by Page. There's a shot that goes off the skate of Kavaya. Another long shot there by Perry. Perry had it and knocked it away. Back the other direction now is Matt White. Matt White working one-on-one. Page trying to get back on him. Gives him a little chop over the arm. Ends up turning the puck over into the skates of Kettler. Corey Kettler with it now. Working up slowly. Sends one towards the net. Perry rebound. And Redmond had to be sharp there. Far side pass. Oh, they had Redmond out of position. And Corey could not get into a shooting spot.
Oh, Tommy Bruce did a great job swinging his stick back behind his body and tying Kettler up. He was unable to get the puck off.
Here comes Cody working into the circle, sending one towards the net as he ran out of room. Shoves down Tommy Bruce in the process. Here come the Snipers back the other direction. That's White over to Combs. Scores! Combs on the pass from White, and it's 2-0 now. What a play there, a beauty of a pass. These two have been clicking. Here you see it, White coming down 2-on-1, feeding it across, and no chance there for the goaltender Kuhn as Jack Combs buries it into the back of the net. 2-0, 12:07 left here in the second.
This is possibly the most dangerous duo on a 2-on-1. Not the first time this has happened, where White's created space, fed it with a beautiful pass, threading the needle to Combs, who knows exactly what to do with it when it gets on his stick.
So enjoyable watching good odd man hockey like that there. Combs knows where he has to put it against the goaltender as well, as Kuhn was sliding over it. Basically it was right in the middle of the net, but it was up high over the pads of Kuhn. Kramer had a break for a second, but had to throw on the brakes and pass it back down into his own end. This is Thompson with it. Thompson working through the middle of the rink, coming back the other direction, trying to work in on Cody Page. Has to slam on the brakes and goes into the corner. Victor Zuniga getting the legs up there. The official still a bit spry in all these years. Victor has been an attendee of each and every one of the NARCh finals. Way back over 20 years ago. Nice defensive play there by Kyle, taking the puck away. Kyle weaving away in his own zone. Here he comes up the left side, sending a shot in. Couldn't get through. Cody Page was muscled out of position to take control of it. Here comes Matt White. White working through the middle of the rink and now sends it back to Fox. Fox out there with Kavaya. Kavaya nicely leaves it there for him, working 2-on-2. Here comes Fox, has Combs circle behind him. That gives Fox enough space to send it back into his own zone for Kavaya, and Fox wants to make changes. Thompson back over the boards onto the floor.
We haven't seen much of Nathan Sigmund here, and as I speak, he comes onto the floor.
First shift of the second half for Sigmund. Sigmund back out there. Combs trying to work wide, turns around a defender. Wow, nice play there as Cody Page got put into the wash machine. He's got the puck though, and Page over the red line. Page leaves it off. Pass over now to Larmer. Larmer fires a shot that goes off the glass. Snipers back away with it on the rebound. This is Sigmund. They've got a 3-on-2, but Combs needs a breather, so he's going to head off to the bench, and Sigmund, recognizing that, wisely brings it back.
Combs had a nice short 5-minute shift there to start the second half, so he needs a breather.
Well, he trains at altitude, played a few seasons in the East Coast League out in Colorado, so he is definitely in good physical shape. It comes back now to Kramer. Kramer over into the corner to Fox. Fox gives it up to Kramer. Here's a 2-on-1 developing. Kramer and Sigmund. Kramer's going to take it alone. Kuhn with the save. Rebound. It's loose. Right there. Nice save by Kuhn. It comes back out in front to Sigmund. Sigmund trying to shake free. He does. Steps in. Shot goes high up into the netting. Off a stick. Big save there by Jerry Kuhn.
All of this is being created because the Snipers are so dangerous with puck possession. RPD is having to take chances. At one point, they had 4 players on the same side of the rink. They're trying to press. Snipers are taking advantage of it. 2-on-1 the other way.
9:19 left to go here in our second period. RPD trailing the Snipers 2-0 now. Long pass up ahead to O'Connor. O'Connor twisting, leaves it there. Kettler can't get free for a shot. Perry tries to make a move on Fox. Perry walking in and had it lifted off of his stick. They battle for it on the near side boards. Kettler and White. Perry and Fox come together and they exchange high fives. Comes back the other way now with Kavaya. Kavaya works through a stick check. Doesn't like what he sees. He's still waiting and looking and fires a shot in on Kuhn, who gloves it but releases so that they can keep play moving. Combs ends up stealing the puck on the near side boards. Kavaya heading to the bench. Thompson back out onto the floor. Joining him is Tommy Bruce and Nathan Sigmund as personnel changes here for the Snipers. Breaking free now is White. White, nice move on O'Connor. Here he comes. White steps into a shot, scores off the stick of Cody Page. And Kuhn could not catch up to the redirect. And Matt White doing it here at both ends of the floor. It's now 3-0.
You had Matt White here. The shot's going one way. The redirection off of Page's stick is too much for Kuhn to recover. And it ends up being a great goal for the Snipers as they now have a comfortable 3-0 lead.
Well, the slope continues to get slippery here for the RPD as they trail this hockey game 3-0 now. The Snipers looking to stay unblemished here in the 2016 Pro Division. Here comes Hawkins. Hawkins would love to get RPD on the board, and instead, Redmond. It's contagious. Everyone playing well now for the Snipers. Redmond comes up with a big glove save to keep it scoreless on the RPD side.
Well, other than that one tiny moment out of position in the first half, Redmond has been solid and backstop throughout this playoff, quarterfinals, semifinals, and now here in the most important, the NARCh Pro Final.
There's a nice pass sauced out in front. Kyle was looking for Hawkins. It was knocked off of his stick. Player goes down there. They continue to play on. Nice play there by Kramer. Kramer twisted it out. Good job by Larmayu to come in and take contact and knock the puck away from Kavaya and Thompson. If he didn't do that, those two would have been away on a 2-on-0. Kramer, a little bit unfamiliar for him behind his own net, so he gives it off to Kavaya and says, here, you take it. Up the other way now comes Fox. Fox twisting away across the red line, has Sigmund cruising through, trying to take out 2 defenders. He does! Fox goes right in! And that's a legal play, too, because he has every right to skate through in a forward path towards the net. Excellent hockey play there by Sigmund.
Well, and I actually don't think that was Sigmund's intention to take 2 guys out. Both RPD players went right to the space Sigmund was in and got tied up. Good no call there by the officials.
Well, Sigmund ended up looking like a couple of pipe cleaners twisting together with the RPD players, and allowed Fox to walk right in, looking to extend the lead, but he couldn't. Kuhn got a piece of it. Back into his own end is Kyle now. Clock definitely on the side of the Snipers at this point. 6:35 left to go here in period number 2. RPD for sure has to get this next goal. They battle away in front of the net. Kettler and Fox are really going at it now. Kettler shoves Fox in the back, and he's going to get a penalty as a result. They are really letting him play. Both players broke free. And Kettler just a little bit too much, and a hard shove with the cross check to the back of Fox will draw the penalty, and Kettler will head on over. He'll sit down for a minute and a half, and Kettler's penalty puts the Snipers on the power play here at 6:23. Snipers leading this one 3-0.
I think Kettler was frustrated there. He's waiting, he's battling, he's trying to get the puck to come to him. Puck never gets there. They're down 3-0, 6 minutes to go. And he just vents his frustration out on the defender, putting his stick right in his back.
Well, not only does Kettler put his team short-handed, but he also takes off himself one of the best penalty killers for RPD. So O'Connor takes his spot out there. Spezia clears it over to Larmer. Larmer racing up the left side, slams on the brake, shot! And Redmond, nice job there to paddle it over to the corner as the rebound had kicked up into the air. Two players go down together. That was White and Spezia. So it's a 3-on-2 the other direction now with Combs. Combs over to Kramer. Kramer shoots! It's gloved right there, and did they get a stick on it? They're going to say it was a hand pass. Good call there by the official. It was gloved. Combs was the first one to touch it. He did bank it in, but it was a hand pass.
Yes, it was. He did get a stick on it. It went down, but the hand was not the same player. You can pass it to yourself with your hand. You cannot pass it to a teammate. Great call. No goal. Still 59 seconds, though, in the power play.
So Tim McManus gets the explanation. He seems to be satisfied with it as Brett Martin, our official, goes over and tells him it was gloved in front. It goes right down on the floor. Combs was the first one to touch it. He cannot be the first one to touch it. Had RPD touched it then, and then Combs banks it in, it would have been a legal goal. 5:47 left to go. Great call by the official. Still a 3-0 lead here. This is Matt White with it. White this side to Kramer. Kramer back up top to White. Far side to Fox. Work it up tight. Oh, there was a nice shot there by White. And Kuhn goes down to get a piece of it. Whip it to the far side to Fox. Fox steps in. Larmer, you flinched, and that gave Fox a look. And they bank it back down. 23 seconds remain in the man advantage for the Snipers here.
The Snipers have to be careful here. They are on the power play with only 15 seconds to go, though. You know that Kettler's going to come flying out of the box, and if RPD gets the puck on their stick, they're going to look for a long outlet pass.
Kettler's on his feet. They bank away at it, and right in front is Combs, and he scores!
Well, this is a save that Jerry Kuhn wishes he could have back. He let that rebound go right in front where Combs was waiting, and he put it right past him.
So Kuhn lets in his fourth goal of the afternoon. And with that, the Snipers are out to almost an insurmountable lead here, 4-0 over RPD. They have outscored their last two opponents, a combined 10-0 now. The Snipers here doing work, doing business, and are looking to take home the crown and the cash. Here comes Kyle down the far side. Kyle's shot, and Redmond makes another glove save. They go into the corner now. Thompson gets bodied off the puck, but there to help him out is Sigmund. Sigmund trying to twist away from two RPD players. Kettler was right there, wanted to get it back from his brother Corey, and it goes in front of the net and intercepted by the Snipers. Sigmund slams on the break behind the net. 4:15 left to go here in our second half of this 2016 NARCh Pro Final. There's a shot, and Hawkins was raising his stick. That whistled. I couldn't tell from up here if that hit the netting at all. But that was a rifle of a shot. Here you see it. Hawkins raised his arms. They're going to keep the puck down low. Very hard to tell. If it did, it barely hit anything and potentially didn't cross all the way over the red line.
Well, and the puck, the play was whistled because the puck was knocked out of the air with a high stick, so the faceoff went all the way down.
Tommy Bruce comes in and takes a slap shot. He took a swipe from Corey Kettler on the side. And Kettler and Bruce having words with one another now. Those two will do battle here. I'm sure they do battle on a regular basis back in the St. Louis, Missouri area. Jack Combs comes in to police the situation for Tommy Bruce. So the intensity has been there throughout, but it's picking up even more here as we get towards the final moments. Larmer's pushed off the puck by Combs. Him and Combs come together. Back the other way is Kettler. Actually, that's Spezia. Spezia racing. O'Connor's shot. Saved there, Redmond. Out of position. They tried to center it out front, and it comes through to Combs. Fox was racing up with Combs. Combs leaves it for him. Fox tried to feed it back over. Larmer on it first now for RPD. He lost it to Combs, and Combs does a good job of sending it back down into his own end, and that should take off another 20 or 30 seconds off that clock.
Well, Combs knows that he's on short shift mode now with 3 minutes to go. They're going to try and keep fresh legs out there as RPD is going to throw everything they have at the Snipers in this last 3.
Well, let's see how much time they can waste away here. Here's Thompson using the net to break free. Gives it up ahead to Kramer. Kramer and Sigmund cross, and it ends up back to Cavallo. Swings it over to Greg Thompson. We've got our women's final coming up next here on the arena rink.
Those women's teams are the Palma Labeda Cyclones and the Tour Roadrunners. Women's Platinum Championship up next.
So Cavallo with the puck now. Working it up the floor. Send it back into their own end. This is Shane Fox with it. Fox working it up the floor. Pass was intercepted. It didn't have enough muscle on it to get to Bruce. But Sigmund there to bail out the Snipers once again. 2:05 left to go here in this hockey game. This is Fox 2-on-1 with Kramer. Fox steps in and that rings off the post. He looked off Kramer on the backside. Kuhn was cheating just a bit. Kramer with it back into his own end. They go down into the corner. Matt White takes it for the Snipers. White ends up losing it, but gets it right back. They still battle for it, and White comes out of the pack. Kramer makes a change. Combs back out onto the floor now. This is Shane Fox with the puck. Fox working up across the red line and spins back into his own end as Cavalla jumps over the boards back out onto the floor. Long pass up ahead to Combs. Combs looking for some help there as Spezia is right on him. Cavalla has it. They've wasted a good 2 minutes since our last whistle here. We're down to 1:05 left in the 2016 NARCh Pro Championship. 4-0 Snipers over RPD. This is Matt White. Matt White sends it to the far side to Thompson. Thompson over to Cavalla. Cavallo with it now. Long pass up ahead to White. Out of his reach. Here comes Spezia. Spezia working down inside the circle. Shot goes wide of the net. Thompson has it. Sweeps it up top. Here to Combs. Combs 2-on-1 with White. Combs and White 2-on-1. Over to White. White shoots off the post. Kettler has it now. Hawkins with the puck. 20 seconds left to go. The Snipers are going to be your champions. There's a play out front. Perry lost it. They walk into the slot. Perry shot the flex up off into the netting. 12 seconds left to go here in regulation time. The Snipers on top, 4-0. Face-off put back into play. Now the Snipers have it. Thompson behind his own net. Cavalla takes it, twisted up the boards to Combs. 5 seconds left in this one. Combs in front of his own bench. Here come the Snipers onto the floor. They are celebrating because they are the 2016 NARCh Pro Champions, the Labeda Snipers. Congratulations. A 4-0 victory over RPD. Stay tuned, folks. A presentation of our award ceremony coming up next here on the arena rink. Final score once again, the Labeda Snipers 4, RPD 0. The Snipers, the 2016 NARCh Pro Champions.
RPD. Number 55, Cody Page. Number 7, Tyler Spezia. Number 9, Alex Kyle. Number 16, Brandon Hawkins. Number 47, Paul O'Connor. Number 22, J.P. Armia. Number 73, Ryan Perry. Number 71, Cody Kettler. Number 74, Corey Kettler. Goaltenders for RPD, Jerry Kuhn. And James Mello. Head coach of RPD, Joe Cook. Assistant coach, Bryson Johnson. Congratulations to our silver medalists here in the Pro Division, RPD. Time to hand out our gold medals now to the champions of the 2016 NARCh Pro Division, the Labeda Snipers. Number 79, Kyle Kramer. Number 14, Greg Thompson. Number 41, Matt White. Number 97, Ed Combs. Number 9, Nathan Sigmund. Number 4, PJ Kamaya. Number 22, Tommy Bruce. Number 13, Shane Fox. Goaltenders for the Snipers, number 32, JP Susko. And number 33, Troy Redmond. Head coach for the Labeda Snipers, Tim McManus. Assistant coach, James Dunn. Time now to hand out our individual awards here in the Pro Division. Our individual award winners in Leo's compliments of Rick Grant. First off, our top scorer in the division, finishing with 19 points, 12 goals, 7 assists, 2.7 points per game from the Snipers, number 41, Matt White. Now time for our top goaltender. Facing 107 shots, making 99 saves, a 925 save percentage. The goaltending tandem of Troy Redmond and J.P. Susko. Congratulations to both of our individual award-winning groups. Our last order of business to hand out the hardware. If we could get